Okay, so this omega t is sine inverse E by Vm. So the voltage starts from here, it goes to 0 until the point beta. Moreover, this waveform is not V in, rather this waveform is V in minus E. Okay, so I have to write here, it is V naught is okay here, but here I have to do the changes. So let me quick erase this. So here I have to write from 0 to this value, let me call it alpha, this omega t be alpha. So 0 to alpha, and the output voltage here is 0, so 0 d omega t, plus from alpha to beta, and here we will have the input voltage V in minus V o d omega t, and then plus from beta to 2 pi, again we have this 0. Okay, so these two go because nothing to integrate, we are left with this expression. Okay, oh sorry, it is not V in minus V o, rather it is V in minus E. This complete expression is V o. Okay, so that means this is equal to 1 by 2 pi, and I have to integrate it from alpha to beta, and V in is Vm sine omega t, and this is minus E. This times this is into d omega t. So this will give me, so this part is same, if you see from the previous expression, apart from it starts from 0, now here it starts from alpha. So I write it down 1 by 2 pi, so I take Vm outside. Okay, so sine omega t is minus cos omega t, and limit is from alpha to beta, and then minus E by 2 pi, and the again let me write here what the limit will be beta minus alpha. Okay, so this is equal to Vm cos of alpha minus cos of beta minus E by 2 pi into beta minus alpha, beta minus alpha. So this should be the average output voltage in case of an RLE load. Okay, so thank you for watching the video, and in the next lecture I would be taking up another rectifier, that would be a full wave rectifier, and in that case we would be analyzing the input current also. So input current becomes important in that case, because we have to analyze the harmonics that are present in the input current because of the full wave rectifier which is connected to the system. Okay, so thank you.